Welcome to Finca Live. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you.
Welcome back to the Finca, everyone. We were promised rain yesterday, storms, we had yellow warnings for storms. It was nice and sunny pretty much all day. We've got another day today and tomorrow where we're forecasted with a yellow warning for storms, and it's absolutely cracking flags out there. I'm leaking already, but I've been doing a bit. I want to get this window fitted so if it does rain I'm working on the inside. As you've just seen in the opening clip, I've taken the timber out that was underneath and I've found a stone to make me sill. I've foamed this window in place temporarily, we'll get to that in a bit. And to hold it, I want to get this sill in before I take this wood out, or I could probably take it out now, get this in, get the bottom supported, and then we're pretty good. It's dead level, it's looking good, so we'll crack on. So I've just cut and sorted a stone out to do as the sill. It'll sit there nicely on a slope, so if any water hits it, it'll run off. But it's covered in gypsum. This is the most awful stuff on the planet. Second, perhaps, to cement. I don't know. So I'm trying to get it off, so we've got a nice clean stone. Just using a bit of agua fuerte and a lot of elbow grease. It's getting there. I might be here for some time though. So the stone's coming along. You've got to agua fuerte it, give it a good scrub, wash it off, then you've got to let it dry because otherwise it dilutes the agua fuerte, it's not as effective. So in between times I'm gonna get the old Henry out, get this cleaned up, ready. Oh, that's not come up too badly. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put a thick bed of mortar in the middle and then pack it up underneath to get the slope that I want, which isn't a lot but a little, and get it level that way, and then we'll worry about the outsides after. Let's have a see. Just going to put a big bed in the centre, I think, so it'll flatten out, and we'll pack up the edges after, because I've got to get it underneath there. Oh, what's that one? Yeah, man. Alrighty. That's it. Nice. Check it that way. That's good. Now I just need something under this side to lift that up there, and under the back inside. So I'll get it packed, find a few little stones, and that's looking good. There we go, it's fundamentally in. I got another stone on the side and managed to get a couple underneath it as well with what was left over. So I'm just going to leave that now. Keep your fingers crossed that it doesn't rain, and then we'll pick it up in a bit. Righto, so that's gone off quite enough. I want to try and get this one in now and start to build on these sides, a bit on this side and a bit on that side. Yeah, it's coming together. It's going to look lovely actually. It just takes forever.
So that's that side done as much as we can. It's all very precarious, so we've got to wait for the mortar to go off properly now. And that side similarly. Andy's just gone back inside now to try and secure it all from the back.
It's all getting a bit precarious now. We've got too much in there, so we'll have to stop. But we've got some stones around the bottom. It's almost looking like a window, so fab. I think we're going to have a look about what we're going to do with the top now.
So while we're waiting for the mortar to go off, we've been having a play about to see how we're going to finish this top off, and we've found some quite nice flat-faced stones that we think will go in there. Obviously it's all got to be finished off. It's literally we've just put those in to see what it looks like, but I think that'll work.
Well, the storms finally came last night in the early hours of the morning. It absolutely battered down. Some of the lime on the front here is washed out. It's all really powdery, still really crumbly. A lot of the original stuff is just like gone back to mud again now, you can see there. That's why it's imperative that we get it pointed up as soon as possible. But a bit of better news on the roof. Just had a tiny little weep in the roof there where that beam goes into the wall. It used to pour in all over. Since pointing the top part of that wall, it's a lot better already, and it really did hammer down last night. And I think, or I should say I believe, it's coming in where, I can't get up there and show you, I've not got a ladder, but it'll all come up in the future though. Where the roof meets that wall, there's a very, very shallow gully at this end. And I think it's backing up, looking where it's coming in, I think it's backing up under the first row of tiles, just with the sheer force of the water not being able to escape. As I said earlier, I put a big gully in the other side, in the bulk of it, so I want to try and get one in this end, so that'll be coming up soon as well. What I want to do first though is close off this gap around the window. What I want to do is close it off thin, and then put a layer of expanding foam behind the stones, and then cover that on this side. The reason I want to put the expanding foam in is it is incredibly difficult to get the lime to seal against the wood, mainly because the wood, as wood does, it expands and contracts quite a lot, a surprising amount really, and you always end up with the lime breaking away. We will be sealing around the outside with a burnt sand mastic, an old traditional mastic which we'll be making. That'll be coming up in the future as well. The way they used to do it in the old days, it works fantastic. We've done other windows with it, but at least having that seal, obviously I'm going to clean this back a bit, that was just put there temporarily to stick it in place, but obviously having that thin line of foam in there, it's going to stop any drafts. It can expand and contract, it's not going to affect the foam, and then we'll have a lovely sealed up, draft proof, keep the heat out, keep the cold out, heat out in summer, cold out in winter, and keep it nice and a pleasant temperature in here without getting any water in either when it basses down on the window. So I'm going to get a mix on and just see if I can fill these bits up here, and same on this side as well, and the bottom. Might try, if I've got enough time, might try and get a bit in of that top done as well. Right, also that's the inside done, so I can put a thin line of foam down there now, and then face over it so you can't see it. And the outside's pretty done, just needs pointing. I've started filling the sill in, and I've got a couple of these at the top in place. A bit awkward because one of them fell down and made a mess all over it, so I might have to agua fuerte it again. But essentially it's getting there. I've just got a bit more to fill in up here and this hole there, but I need to let those two set first because they just disturb too easily. So that's happy days. Hopefully it won't rain on it. It's not looking too likely, the sun's out, so hopefully we're through the worst of it. The rain held off, fortunately, although we could do with it. It's still very cloudy with a chance of some rain today, but a very small chance apparently. We've still got a lot of low cloud hiding the top of the mountain there. It's all around us, but as I said, it's not too threatening. I don't think it's supposed to be clearing soon. So I'm going to take the opportunity, I'm going to get the rest of the inside of this window filled in and the sill. I put a plastic bag over it to cover it because I'm going to be working above it so I don't drop any more on it. And while I'm doing this, Sharon's going to be making some jam.
Yes, so we've very kindly been gifted some plums from our little farmer neighbour, Emilio. I've sorted a load out for the hens. I'm not giving them too many, just one a day each. But these are starting to go now already. We've been eating them as fast as we can, but really there is a limit to how many plums one can eat in a day. So I'm going to make some jam. I've got my sugar. I'm not expecting too much because that's all we've got left. So I've got 3 little jars, obviously need to be sterilised. So see how much we've got, work out how much sugar we need. Take the stones out first, of course. And yeah, crack on. Lovely.
So typically our pressure sprayer is broken, so I'm having to improvise. It'll do for now, till we can get another one, get all this wet down. It just slows everything down, like we're not going slow enough as it is. Right, so crack on. Oh, don't do that. You see, it's all very precarious. I just want to get this one in there. There we go. That's it. Smashing. Right, I've got that balanced. It seems to be fairly secure. See if I can get this sill filled up now. This one side I've got stones ready for the other side as well. So that's the next job.
There we go, bubbling away nicely. Had just over 1 kilo of plums there. So I've put 500 grams of sugar. I know that with most jams it's 1 kilo of fruit to 1 kilo of sugar, but these plums are so incredibly sweet. I made it last year and we decided half the amount of sugar would have been better. So that's what we've done. Got the kettle on ready to sterilise my jars. Happy days.
They never fit back the way you try them. I think we'll go with that. I think once that's pointed up it'll be alright. See if we can give that one a... that's it. Right, okay, it's taking shape slowly. I'm going to leave that now to set a bit. I'm going to carry on up there, get that. Carry on, you can see where I've finished, stop the point and carry on a bit further down now. Ready to encompass this window in with the wall and blend it all in. Right, I made a bit more progress. I'm now down to a level where I can work from the bench. I thought I could do, but just that bit was just a little bit of a stretch for me. So I got a few more stones in down here. Slowly coming together.
So there we go, 3 perfect jars of jam filled right to the top so no air can get in, because obviously we don't use preservatives around here. Yeah, so not bad. Kilo of plums, 3 jars of jam, lovely jubbly. So on that note, we're going to say goodbye for this time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all our subscribers, all our Patreons and everybody that's bought us a copy. And we'll see you next time.